All right, started streaming. Are we live? Is it gonna show up on YouTube? It does. Sweet. And then how's the sound? It's a black screen. Uh-oh. Why is it a black screen? Am I streaming the right thing? I am. All right, cool. How's my music sound? All right, cool. I think that'll work. Let's keep that going. I just like swingish sounding music, so that's what I find on this. It's Epidemic Sound. It's like royalty-free or copyright-free music that I can play while I stream on YouTube. Anyway, I just had an interview and I needed to build a Wordle app, and I don't know if it was just not having any caffeine or it being 5 o'clock on Friday or 4 o'clock on Friday, whatever time it was, or what, just being super nervous, but I did horrible on it, so I'm gonna rebuild it from scratch now. I didn't even get it finished in the interview. But yeah, I am going to download this video and chop it up and have a more streamlined edition posted on my YouTube channel in the future. So if you don't want to watch me possibly struggle through this, then just hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and it'll tell you when I stream this or when I get the video of this published where it's not me just fumbling through this and it looks good. But yeah, anyway, we got Bash here. We're doing npx create next app. A few years ago, I think it was saying, when was it? I was reading something a second ago that said React or create React app is no longer recommended, so we're just using what the first one that the React docs says now. Need to install the following packages. Yeah, sure, go ahead and install that. What's the project called? Murdle. We're calling it Murdle for my Wordle because it's a Wordle clone, but I don't want to use the same thing. We can't use capital letters. Lame. All right, Murdle. Yes, we're going to use TypeScript. Yes, we're going to use ESLint. Sure, we'll use Tailwind. Yes, we want to use SRC. Why is it default to no? Is that not recommended? We're not going to use app router because we're only going to have one page on our app. Import, customize the default import alias. No, we don't want to do that. Oh, it did not stick it in. Oh, wait, I did not change directory to the right place. Oh, well, I'll move it later. But yeah, so for those of you that don't know what Wordle is, I guess we can pull that up real quick. Wordle, not the word API. Sometimes Google's search assist is super annoying because I'm trying to search like one word, like Wordle, but it'll pull up Wordle word API, and that's not what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find Wordle. What's up, Posies? Or Turner? Yeah, what's up, Turner? How you doing? Hit play. So this is Wordle. We're not going to handle the nav bar. We're just going to do the logic and stuff for this part here. Might not even do the keyboard, but you can type a word like laugh. Spoilers, I'm about to do Wordle and give the word of the day. So if you don't want to know the word of the day for July 28th, 2023, go away for like 5 minutes, then come back. And then I'd like to do poker, just because those use 5-10 different letters. So now we know 3 of the correct letters, but we don't know what the correct spot for those are. So heroes, let's try H-E-R. We've used R. R is not a correct letter. Hector, H-E. He. All right, so I need more letters, so I gotta guess something else. Withs. All right, so there's a T and then it ends in S. So we know what all 5 letters are now. We know it ends in an S. Is it? It's not that. Toes. Hoots. Toes. Well, I've tried that already. Anyway, you get the idea, right? Bonus points for whoever posts the word in chat. But yeah, that's what we're gonna make. Where did get bash go? I'm gonna go ahead and close that because I don't want you guys to see anything in there, as well as this because I don't want anything in that up here. All right, cool. So we've got our thing created. We're gonna change directory to Murdle. Next, we're gonna need a Wordle API. So Wordle word API to plug into and get. He built an API for it. So if I just go here, is that going to give me... Okay, so it's going to give me... Why is... I don't understand. I was expecting an array of words. I need to find an API that gives me an array of words that I can use for this project real quick. What is that site called that gives you that just lists APIs? If anybody knows an API that just gives back random words. I guess I could get the random word API. This might work. Okay, so all word. Can I set a number? Length. I can set length. Okay, cool. So this is what we want. Length 5. And then is this still active? Okay, and then we want a number. Set number of requested words. Does this give back a random word every time, actually? Okay, so we might just can hit that, and then that'll be our random word. Otherwise, we'd have to request multiple words, and yeah, I mean, they had like the CSS and stuff done, like they were using Tailwind, but it was basically like, all right, we got the CSS, now throw together Wordle, and like I said, I struggled. But yeah, so that looks like that's the API we're gonna hit. This music still feels kind of loud, so I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I'd like to have that just like as a nice little background sound, but some of these songs don't sound like they're equalized. Alright, so back to Bash. Let's go ahead and code this. Apparently we're in a Git directory somehow. We're going to close 0K infrastructure. By the way, if you like RTS games, go check out 0K. It's an open source RTS game that I help build, kind of, sort of. I work on the website side, not the actual game, but, you know. If you like RTS games, go check it out. Anyway, pages. We don't need pages, really. But where's our package JSON? So we just need to run next dev. Let's just run npm run dev and see what this spits out for us real quick. And then we'll go look at Wordle and see what we're gonna make. What is this? That can be closed probably. And that was on localhost 3000, so we'll come up to localhost 3000. Was it not? Was it not on localhost 3000? Yeah, there we go. It just took a second to load apparently. Boom, look at that beautiful page. All right, we're gonna delete all of this. Except maybe the background color. Is that an image or a color? I kind of like that color. We're probably just going to steal the styles from Wordle. And then I'm going to learn Tailwind on the fly to throw that on here. So, back to code. All right, let's go look at Wordle and see what components we need here. So we've got... We're going to grab a screenshot of this. Did that work? Cool, it did. And then so we've got, at a base level, we've got tile components, which is each individual tile. Then we'll also have a row, which is going to be each row here. And then we're going to have the game board, which is going to be that part. And then possibly the keyboard, depending on how long it takes to make the game board. And then if we make the keyboard, we're going to have each piece of the keyboard, right? So I think that's probably all of the components we need, and then there's going to be like the main wrapper component that will contain all of these things. Cool. So that's the base layout we're going for. Let's throw that over here on the side because I'm going to need to look at that. And then in here, index. We're going to rename this to... Actually, what's in app? Is app rendering index? We're probably just going to clear out this. A lot of this. And save. Probably get rid of these classes too. And then if we go back here, there should be just a blank screen. Sweet. Inner subsets Latin. We don't want that. I don't think we're going to use image from next. We're just going to use styles and stuff. And this is going to be What are we going to call this? Game. I guess the keyboard's part of the game board too, right? So board. We'll call that game board. What was this before? Home. So we need to find home and replace it. Is there... interesting. Just kidding. We're going to keep this home, apparently. All right, cool. So there we got that. Sorry, being a noob. There is no slash route, though. Right? I didn't use the routes. But we're doing this. So in here, what are we going to do? This will be like the main thing, and then we'll also have, that's not an API, right? Cool. We're going to have a component called row.tsx. Is this not supposed to be... And then we'll also have one called tile.tsx. So then in here, we need to get the word from that API. So we're going to import, what's the, there's got to be a short thing from, oh, and because this is exported default home, that's the one it's just gonna use home. I was wondering more like, how does it know to use this particular component? And I guess that's just because that's what's default exported out of index. But then if we change this to game, then it should still render that, right? Or is there something in next that... Oh, it is still rendering that, huh? I wonder what was causing that error before. Okay, sweet. Thank you, Brendan. So we're gonna get rid of that. And then we are gonna need to import use effect from React. And then in here, we're gonna say use effect. I don't know what that's trying to write. We are going to do fetch the API. So which one are we using? This one here. So we'll just grab that, go over here, throw that in here, make that a string. And then we want to res, and then do we can just res JSON and get rid of that, and then there's that implicit return on the arrow function, and we can close that. And then with the, that's going to give us back a single word inside of an array, right? So we get the word there. We're going to console log the word just to make sure we have that so far. So we'll save that. What are you not happy about here? JSX. I didn't close. I need to add the appropriate stuff for that. Refresh. Cool. So we're console logging the word. Right now it's Norse. Because it is file-based routing, index.tsx will always be on the home page. Sweet. Learning stuff. All right, so we've got the word. We're probably gonna make a hook, and we'll say word, or this is gonna be correct word, set correct word. Except that needs to be a D, right? We also need to import that, so that'll be there. And then, where do we need to go from here? We need to be able to detect keyboard inputs. That's what I was getting messed up on for some reason. React console log key pressed. So on key press. We need to... Oh no, talk as much as you need to, man. Also, assuming you want row and tile to be components, not actual routes, you should move them into a separate components folder outside. Okay, sweet. Yep, I was definitely going to run into an issue with that in the future. So we'll just say components, and then we'll move these two inside there. Yes, move them. I don't think I'm importing those anywhere yet, so I don't need to worry about updating that. Cool, so we're getting our word. First, let's throw that in here. We're going to need to put that inside of its own function, and then can we call that function inside useEffect? I forget. What am I missing here? We need a curly brace, and then a that, and then that should be running. Now if we go here and refresh this, document is not defined, right, because that needs to be inside useEffect, otherwise the document's not available yet. So now if we refresh, cool, so we inspect this, look in the console, we're just going to mount this to the bottom of the screen here, so we get that, and then when we type, it's working now. This wasn't working in my interview for some reason. Was it because I was using window? Nope, that's still working. I was using key down, window, add event listener. It was inside the first use effect. I don't know what I was doing wrong on that part, and that's what screwed me up, I think. Is it because I was using an arrow function? Also, I was just calling this E. We're gonna make that an arrow function, and we're gonna do e.key code. I don't care if that's deprecated. We're gonna refresh, and then we're gonna type. Okay, cool. That's still working. Huh. Should we? I guess we should probably have some state to monitor to the guesses. Probably. I'll think about that more in a sec. For now, we're just going to console log. I am not liking whatever this song is. We're going to skip that one. Yeah, more swingy sounding stuff. I don't care about the key code. I care about the key. We're going to get rid of all of this and that and just save that. Cool. Now, what else do we need to do? So we are getting the word. We need to set the correct word here, and we're also going to continue console logging that just because I'm going to want to know what the correct word is in the future when we start testing this more. So each row... So we need to let them enter a guess, right? We're also going to need a return, and then we're going to make a cleanup function like that. This is going to be called log keypressed for now, and it's going to console log that, and then we'll just throw this right here. Same with that. Boom, save. All right, we're good. E.keypress is not defined, right? So we need to do that, and then how do I TypeScript the event object? Maybe I'm going to turn off. I'm not going to worry about TypeScript right now. I don't want to think about that yet, and then we'll go back and add that later probably. So we'll get rid of that too. Save, and then if we go back here, refresh, and if we start typing, boom, 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 boom. Cool, we're getting all of our keystrokes. Perfect. Now, we need to, yeah, we can save that, throw that away though. First, let's make each tile, right? So what is the emit for, is it FC, functional component? I need to Google that and find that out real quick. The snippet RAFCE, React functional component, I guess. That kind of makes sense. Is that built in? Do I need to do anything else besides RAFCE? All right, sweet. That's what I need. Cool. We are going to need, is this going to maintain any of its own state? Not feeling this one. We're going to skip that. Same with that. I might go find my electro swing music in a sec, because I like listening to that. That's a no for me. Is my phone on silent too? I don't want that interrupting while I'm doing stuff. Hey, you got a phone call 30 minutes ago. Hello. Alright, so each tile needs to have class name. We're gonna go, should we worry about styles yet? Probably not. We're probably just gonna go and worry about the styles at the end of this. Yeah, so each tile is gonna need to know if it's correct, partially correct, or wrong. What are the states of this? It's gonna be empty, correct, partially correct, or incorrect. Right, so do we need hooks for all of those? No, we need const tile state, set tile state, empty. We don't want to actually put what's in there. We want to add, that's going to be part of the class, right? Can I use Tailwind to conditionally render styles based on that? Yeah, I still need that. That's what I wanted. Cool. And then I guess we'll just put what, that, boom, 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 and then make this a template literal. And no, is that not right? Can I not do that? Wait, I can't use template literals for class name? Why not? I thought that was a thing. Cat, I'm gonna need you to hush. I'm gonna have to close the door and lock you out. Where is stuff that I've built in React where I needed to maintain that? GitHub is like my external memory. All right, nope, this music's not gonna work. What's it? Is it like electro swing? Maybe if I just search swing music? Electro? No? Why did I not save this to my favorites? Oh, I'm not logged in. hope there's not a separation between the copyrighted music and the logged in stuff. I guess I can just start this over. And we'll just start that over every time. See, this first song's so quiet. Alright, that's not relevant right now. Yeah, anyway, what do we want to find out? React template literals, right? Why is this complaining? Why can't I do this? Oh, duh, because it needs to have that around it. And then in here, we're going to have the tile state, right? Except I spelled that wrong, so boom, boom. And then we also need to have some base classes in here, which is going to be inside this template literal. So what is this going to have? It's going to have tile. I guess I'm going to hard code the CSS on this and then probably go back and remove that, swap it out with Tailwind stuff. I think that's probably the only two style or class names we'll need on this, right? Because tile and the default state's empty. And then we can just, yeah, I think that's all we need for that. Except I think that state's going to need to be managed by its parent, right? What is it? RAFCS? FC React Arrow Functional Component. That's what I want. Yeah, cool. All right, nope. Hush. All right, cats, can't give you attention right now. Got to do stuff. So we got the row component, and then this is what's going to manage the tile each. Dude, why did I forget so much React stuff? Right, I'm gonna go back and add TypeScript after. So we're gonna make this JS, and then this is also gonna be JS. I don't care about that right now. What do I need to do to render 5 things? Tile. We also need to import tile from ./tile.js. This is just going to be 5, right? Is that valid? Import row from components row.js, and then we want to have a row in here. All right, what 2 errors are we getting? Internal server error. Nice. What is that? Is that a word I'm using? No, that's not. npm run dev. What error were we getting? Fetch API is experimental feature. Is it really? What React version is this? 18, right? Yeah. Element type is invalid, expected a string for built components or a class function but got undefined. Did I not name something right? So that is row export const row. Const tile. We're not exporting or export default tile. Let's keep that consistent. So export default row. Save. And then this is importing from .. It needs to go up one more, huh? Because we're, oh no, wait. Yeah, up to pages, over to components, down to row. Where's my thing? My scroll wheel's messed up and it's super annoying. Compiled successfully. What element? Tell me which one's wrong. Oh, nope, just needed a refresh. Okay, sweet. Cool, so we got our 5 tiles rendering to the screen, technically. See, why is this music not equalized? It keeps going louder and quieter. We got tiles showing up now. Now we need to make 5 rows show up, right? So we're gonna grab this, and then we're gonna do this, except with row. I've heard that it's bad to use the index as the key, but we'll do that for now. So now it should have a bunch of row ones. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of CSS to fix that. Global CSS. What are we gonna do? This is going to just have row in there, except we'll make that lowercase, grab this, save, and then in here we'll add row, display, flex. So now each one should be like that. Cool, that's close enough for now. I just needed those all on their own like lines. All right, so now we've got all of the tiles rendering technically, even though they're just ones right now. We're gonna need them to be empty squares. I guess we can go and add that. Tile height, what, 50 pixels? Width, 50 pixels. Back border. Foreground RGB, is that a, yeah, we can use that. Hey, we got our tiles. All right, cool. So now we need to go to, we need to remove the 1 here, right? And then each tile, we need to keep track of what tile, what row they're on, right? So we'll say const num of guesses, set number of guesses. The first one's gonna be 0. Do I need to track game state? Probably. We'll do that later though. Wasting time. Right? Okay, so when they type, we're console logging the letter right now. We need to track we're probably going to put that in the row. And then in here we'll have const check guess. And then yeah, I guess we can do that. We don't really care about console logging their guess. Like I said, this is gonna be rough. So if you want to see the polished or quicker version, hit subscribe and then you'll be notified when I edit out all the parts where I'm not talking and it's a lot cleaner. So we are going to console log their guess in there. And then down here, we'll close that. And then inside each row, this is going to get check guess. And then we need to see yeah, I think I need that in each row, not the game itself. So we'll put that in here as well. Was that inside of a use effect? It was. And then we'll go here and add that. Okay. I think that needs to be in here, right? So in here we'll need to check, we need to keep track of how many letters they've guessed. We're just gonna get use state out of that. And then let's double, cannot reassign. Why am I reassigning that? Right. Get rid of that, save. Use effects not defined in row. Do that. Now we're good. Cool. Now if we keep typing, we get that. Cool. So now we need to make, when they type, we need the letters to show up in this first row. So how are we going to do that? Let's restart this. Okay, so we need to show the letter they're guessing, right? So I don't know if we need that actually. Tile, we're going to say letter guessed. And this is going to be we're going to actually it's already an array, so we need index. And this is where we're tracking the letters that are guessed. So instead of actually I guess we're going to keep console logging it, but instead of just console logging it, we're going to set letters guessed equal to that. Yeah. Did I spell that wrong? And then down here, this is going to get letters guessed. And inside there, it's going to render that. And then this is also, oh, this is going to be horribly structured at first. So now if we do T, is there a T in there? Empty. Let's console log letters guessed. Undefined, undefined, undefined. Is it just infinitely running right now? It runs a lot. Why is it re-rendering that much? And those console logs are coming from tile. Right, because that's going to be undefined for 5 of them, or 4 of them. Except that's rendering a lot more than 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it is showing up for the first one, right? Because we don't have this dependency array. Those are all in tile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, because it's going twice. That's going to be a, actually this is going to have a p tag wrapping it. And then in here, let's just make p be color white. So we can see it nice and easily. And it's not showing up. Why is this re-rendering again? Or being called twice? When is use effect called again? I'm gonna blanket on that. With the dependency array, it's only run the first time the function renders, right? Yeah. That's showing up in row, but it's not console logging a tile, right? I need that to not be that bright. Let's do use effect. No, we just want a console log letter guest in here. Nope, don't want to do that. Stop trying to add stuff, Copilot. I guess we would need this to run every time letter guest changes. I'm not importing that, am I? Can do that. Now let's stick that on the right side over here. We need to figure out why this API request is getting made multiple times. We only need that made once. Can we just do if not correct word, then we want to make this request? Don't think we need that. I guess an empty array is a value, technically. We need that to be falsy. So now we got that. It's still calling twice. Components only appearing once on our page. Something higher up in the component tree is mounting and unmounting. Do we have React strict mode on? We do. Oh, okay, cool. So let's turn that off just to test. This broke, we need to rerun that. but that's only going once. Okay, cool. Did not know running it in strict mode did that. So we don't have to worry about that running twice. And that's probably also what's causing tile to render the console log 10 times instead of just 5, because we only have 5 tiles, but they're getting rendered twice. So regardless, it should still have the first letter guessed, right? Even if they're why is that not showing the letter we want? If we put a number in there again. We broke it. Oh, right, because we changed the next config, so we needed to restart. All right, cool. So now if we go here, we've got 1 in everything. We don't want that. We want letters guessed. So if I do T, I expect that to show up, but it does not. It gets console logged, right? Yeah. It gets console logged inside row. So that never gets console logged inside tile. Set letters guessed. So that should be in letters guessed. I guess actually in here, if we show letters guessed, actually letters guessed is an array. So we're going to do that to show each letter that's guessed. Okay, so that's showing how we expect. What is install hook? This is an array, right? So at first, when we press T, that should get the letter T and be 0, and then letters guessed 0 should be T, right? Let's wrap this in a fragment and then do a p tag that shows this EST, right? Huh. Let's hide that. And this. Okay. So that's what we expect. And then letter guessed inside tile should be, oh my gosh, we misspelled that. Dang it. Why do I get hung up on the stupidest stuff all the time? Refresh. What are you upset about? Console log, letters guest. Letters guest is not defined because that needs to be there. It's not letters guest, it's letter guest. Dang it. You're still upset about that? And that is in tile. So that right there. Cool, so that should be good. So TE. Refresh. TESTD. Okay, cool. So now they're actually showing up in the tile. Jeez. That was way too much trouble. We don't need to console log the letter guest anymore. Or that. We're going to save. Refresh this. TEST. Tests. Cool. So we can... But we only need this in the first row. So where should that be handled? We need to check what row they're on and only set the tile letter equal to something if they're on that row. I think we need to do const tile letter set tile letter so it'll keep track of its own state, right? And then inside here we'll say set tile letter equal to letter guest. And this will be tile state, I think. God, how did I forget so much React? All right, cool. So hold on. Yeah, I know I can't reassign that. We need to check number of guesses, and if they're, depending on what guess number they're on, that's the row we need to update. So do we need to pass that down here? And are we passing down that? And then for num of guesses in here we need to if number of guesses I know that does need to be checked in the parent, right? I think at Chase and Amex, I wasn't building much new stuff in React. I was just maintaining old stuff, and that's why I forgot so much. Dang. Huh, all right. So we only need to update the row that their current guest number is. So no, those are each going to be a string that is the letters they guessed. We need to make sure we limit it to 5. So if in here we need to check if letters guessed less than 5. That's going to start at 0, so yeah, that's right. Then we need to do that. If it's more than 5, then we want to ignore it. Is that what Wordle does? So now if we refresh, okay, cool. We keep getting the inputs, but we don't log them to the table, which is what we want. What is enter? Okay, so we can check if it actually is enter, like that, and then we need to say if e.key equals enter, then we want to, yeah, increment the number of previous guesses. And then we need a gate on which row they're on based on the number of guesses. So I don't want to have each tile manage if it should update or not. The row should handle that. Can I access key in the, is that a prop that gets passed down too? Does that work, I wonder? Because knowing the number of each row is going to be useful too. Okay, key is not a prop, can't access it. So we'll just say row number equals index. And then this will just be, we're going to turn that into a template literal, and it's going to be row and then the row number. And then in here, these are getting a key, and that's gonna be a template literal too. It's gonna be tile. And then inside here we'll do So that'd be the tile number, and then we'll also have the row number before that. So we'll have, what do we call that prop? Row number. We'll have another one of those called row number. And then if we look in here, each tile, I guess that's the key, so that's not actually rendered right, so that makes sense. Okay. Now we only needed to update if the tile is in that in the row that they're currently on. So in here we could do is active row, and then in here we'll set if it's an active row by checking the if num of guesses equals row number, then set is active row. What are you not happy about in here? Unexpected token. Can I not use if inside of use effects? I can't modify. Hooks need to be updated in the same order every time, so I think is what the issue is with this, right? That should probably be managed in the parent, right? And then that's going to take in we need to see if num of guesses equals I need to do some logic in here, and then we need to return this. Can I do logic in here? Is that a thing? I forget if that breaks stuff. Right, that does. That's going to be that. Number of guesses equals index. Number of guesses is going to start at 0. Index is also going to start at 0, so I think that's good. What are you not happy about? Then it is active, else return false. Enter. Actually, I don't need that anymore. We can still have what I had before. What do I not have enough of? Indent those. Okay, so that has a curly or a that. I think we have an extra one of these, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. And then in here, this is going to get, I don't think this needs row number. Yeah, it does need row number for the tiles key, right? And then in here, I think we can just do is active row. That should, that's not going to be a function, right? That's going to be, it is a function, but we need that to be the result of the function, so we'll do that. And then is active row, that should be a boolean, true or false. If it is, then where's my other thing like that? Cool. I don't think I need that there. I need, if it's an active row, then we want to run, oops, then we want to run all of that. Too many. Can you not do logic inside of that? We need 2 of those. I think I'm doing this in a dumb way. Hold on. Yeah, right there. We're gonna do that. Is active row. Then we're giving them guess, else it's going to be empty. And then no compilation errors. Let's go here and refresh that real quick. Right, because our function needs, in here, it needs the number of guesses. Because that's called in here, I thought I would have had access to that scope. But I guess not. So there's a number of guesses and index. Oh, because index would not be in that scope. That's why that was undefined. That's what it was complaining about, huh? Yeah, okay, so that number of guesses is good. We just need to pass in index there. Now, key, console log key. Why am I console logging key? Was that in tile or row? Yeah, we don't need that because key is a prop. We don't need to pass down. Control Shift R. Ha. TEST. Okay, cool. It only updates the row we want it to update now. Sweet. Getting closer. Now we need to ignore everything that's not an alphabetical or an alpha key, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. This doesn't need to be a hook. It just needs to be a const alphabet. Haha, boom. Copilot is the tits. And then for every key press, if number of guesses is less than 5, and we'll check this second because if that first one short circuits it, we don't care about checking the includes. Are there too many of those? F11, don't do that. Save. So now it should not add like control or enter to our thing. So control, press the other keys. Nothing's happening. You just gotta trust me on that, but we're good there. Cool. And we're still good if we press the regular letters. Let's go ahead and fix the style on these tiles. What's that tile? We need display, flex, align items, center, justify content, center, Boom, that looks better. And then I guess we'll add class name. Actually, wait, no, that is not where that go. Yeah, we need an index there, but this is row, and we have a class. No, so this would need to be on the game board, right? So we'll grab main, because that's just a thing that's there, right? So main, display, flex, justify content, center, align items. Nope, not align self. Align items, center, and then we need the height to be 100 view height and width to be 100 view width, question mark. Not quite what we need, because this also needs to be flex direction row, no, column, right? Yeah. Now it still displays our grid nice and pretty in the center. All right, so now when we press enter, it should submit our guess, bring us to the next row, and then start. Hold on, there's too many switches on my chair. One leans the thing back, one makes my little seat move. Nope, that's not it. How do I make my back stop from going? There we go, cool. Am I still on the camera? I might need to come back up a little bit. All right, there we go, cool. All right, we pressed enter, right? Nope, just clear our thing. That's not right. Test, tests, we press enter, and it just clears our guess. So that's not right. That's not what we want to happen. There we go. Now everything's fixed on my chair. Bob, is that you watching? Okay, so when they press enter, we need to set number of guesses. We need to track their old guesses, right? So in here, yeah, that's why we have row guesses here. Oop, did not mean to delete that. Are we passing down set row guesses? Am I using number of guesses in there? Yeah, because I need to track. Or wait, hold on, no. No. Because that's. Where am I updating set number of guesses? Check guess. I think I'm using that prop wrong. So we're gonna say num of game guesses. So like what row? Actually, yeah, we'll have number of game guesses, and then in here we'll have. Do we need to track number of letters guessed? Because we have letters guessed, and that's an array. We have a length on that, so I don't think so. Now, what do I need to refactor? Because we've changed that. If letters guessed dot length is less than 5, and it's an alphanumeric or alpha letter. I don't know. It's a letter. Then we want to add that to our letters guessed array. If they press enter and letters guessed length is exactly 5, then we need to increment the number of guesses, and then also we're gonna set row guesses and pass that down. And we need to add the new word to that array. How long have I been doing this for? What are we at? 6:12? We're at 2 hours? No, we're not. I started this at 6:05, right? That's the first timestamp I have. 9. Oh yeah, we're at an hour and a half. Okay, that makes more sense. Ha. Okay, we need that here. I gotta log into my account real quick. Feel dangerous doing this on stream. Yes. These are opening on the correct monitors. What is this epidemic? Because there's one song set that I like, but I can't find it searching. Saved. No, I haven't saved it. Oh, no. How did I find that? Was it... Electro Blues? No, that's not it. Swing. Actually, that's not too bad. But there is a specific set of songs I'm looking for, and I can't find it. I could dig through my old streams and find it probably. No, I need good music that I can play while I'm doing this. And this is not it. There's not like a history of what I've listened to. Fine, we'll go look at popular tracks. All of this music's trash. Why do I pay for this? Is this it? No. That's not it either. Whatever, that'll work for now. Okay, cool. Alright. Definitely chopping that part out. That took way too long. What am I checking on now? I forgot what part I'm on. Set number of guesses is not defined. If we refresh, is it still not defined? Set num of guesses, yeah. Probably in here, right? No? set num of guesses needs to be set num of game guesses. And then num of guesses needs to be num of game guesses. So this is how many times they pressed enter after entering 5 letters. So if num, yeah, we need to change that in the function too. Why didn't I just Control Shift S or Control Shift F that? Number of game guesses. That. Boom. Now we're here. We do tests. What's our console doing? Okay, we pressed enter, so it should. Well, I guess if we're handling the letter array here, then we should probably handle the checking guess here too, right? I'll think about that close to the end. Num of guesses. I don't need to know that here, right? No, I do, because I'm using that to track what row we're on. No, I'm using row number for that. And I'm using isActiveRow to know if we should put letters in it, right? Which is not correct because we need to say isActiveRow is going to make sure we're only entering letters in the row that we're currently on, right? That's currently active. But if we're on the second row, we still need to enter letters, or we still need to preserve the letters from the first row, right? So I think I do need to conditionally render this, right? So we have one that is the active row, and then another that would be rendering the row if it's a previous row to maintain the letters, and then one that is empty if it's not the active row and it's not a previous row, right? Or can I do something else here for that? If isActiveRow, then we need to do letters guessed. Hold up. Where is that? I think I got some poison ivy on my arm and it's itching. I gotta put some stuff on it real quick. Alright, cool. So if isActiveRow is false, then we need to probably give a function here for the current letter. Is that what we need to do? And then that function will get the index, I'm thinking. And then this would also need to get previous guesses, I think. So const set, or I guess previous guess letter, and that's going to get index. And then this is going to get the prop of the array of all the previous guesses, right? Is this right? If num of guesses greater than 0, return row guesses, num of guesses. Yeah, that looks right. Hold on. I think that's what we need there. Else, return empty string because we don't want anything there. And this needs to be invoked right here with index like that. And then this is going to need to get the guess array, which is going to be, or what did I call that in here? It's going to need to get row guesses. I need to do a lot of cleanup in this already. because there's stuff that I don't know what I'm using it for. Row guesses, num of guesses -1. Because that's going to get, okay, yeah, row guesses is going to be an array of strings, right? And then we can just do an index of a string, right? We don't need to split that first, do we? Is that going to work? Let's just check and see what's going on. Is it broken, first off? Each child should have a key. Yeah, okay, yeah, we know that, but like, test. Ah, I can't hit backspace. I didn't implement backspace. Crap. But there's 5 letters, so if we press enter, we should be on the next row now. Blue? No, it did not work. Dang it. All right, where's our logic falling apart here? So when we press enter, and we have letters guessed as 5, we're gonna set row guesses. We're gonna rename that actually to row word guesses. That's not even the right place to do that. Where we need this to drop down, replace there, right? And then I think that'll be what we want. Cool, I feel like that's a little bit more clear. That needs to be capital. Set row word guesses. What was that last song from? That last one was the... That was the album I like. Oh well. Yeah, so we need to find that. All instances of that and replace it with... That needs to be capitalized. Replace all those. Yes, I trust you to make the right changes. Save, go back here, refresh, nothing's broke, cool. Tests, press enter. Okay, yeah, cool. We didn't expect the enter part to work yet, but let's go chase my logic here real quick. Okay, so we get 5 letters. They're all alphabetical letters, so they're in here. So if key is enter and there's 5 letters guessed, then we need to set the row word guesses. Meaning letters guessed actually needs to become a string, so we need to join that, right? Dot join with that. Cool. So now the row word guesses is going to be an array of strings, which is the words they've guessed already and pressed enter on. And then set num of guesses needs to be what? Yeah, number of guesses needs to be incremented, so that's right. Cool. So we increment. Where's num of guesses? Set num of game guess. Oh, wait. We're not. Game guesses, because that's what we want to track there, right? Yeah, so now is that what was breaking this actually? Nah, it's not. Okay, so continuing on, we've incremented the number of game guesses, which is number of game guesses. Okay, so this is now 1. And then in the row is active row gets the next index, which is 1, right? This is 1, so this returns true. So row 2 should be active, which that means when we type, that should be the one that gets letters. I need to console log something in here. return that, and then in here we're also going to console log that. Yeah. What are you not happy about? So that's there. This is for this, right? That's for that. That maps to that. We have an extra one here. Is that it? That what you're not happy about? Yeah? Okay, cool. Now if we go back here. Okay, it renders each component twice, right? But that's going to throw me off, I think. So I need to... Where is... What is it? React... Is it strict? It's strict, right? I need this to be false so it doesn't render each component twice. And then we're going to restart real quick because it doesn't like when I change stuff in the next config and not restart. So we'll give that a second to restart here. And then... That's good. We refreshed this. And cool. So is active row true? So first, wait, hold up. That's not right. Because that's 5 times, and then inactive row is 20. What is going on? That's not as many times as I expect this to render. We're going to ignore the first part because we're probably doing something stupid there. And then, okay, so is active row is rendering 5 times. Am I using that in tile? No, yeah, but we're calling it when tile's rendered, so we need to ignore the 5. So this is basically each one of these tiles is active. Each one of these rows is not. That's not where we need to be checking this, right? Ah, dang it, timeout. Okay, so why is it? Yeah, that's why it's console logging. So when we enter tests and press enter, now we would expect. So it doesn't look like it updated the active row. I don't think I want to do that there. I'm going to get rid of that, this, and that. And then it'll just return that. This needs to be empty because it's a fragment. And then in here is active row. Let's just check. If we just console log this, all right, and then we got that. Did we press enter? And it broke. Why did it just now break? But where is it saying something broke? That's in row in our if statement. Set row word guesses. That's only in here once. Set row. I'm not passing that down. I am passing that down. I'm just not pulling it out of the props. So we want that. I thought I fixed that already. Test. Press enter. F. Dang it. IRES. Nope, it's not populating the second row. It also didn't console log our stuff from here. So that means this is not getting updated like we expect it to. We're gonna console log that every time. Refresh, tests, or refresh, tests, press enter. Is this running? We've got 5 letters. We should have 5 letters. Tests, enter. It's not hitting. Okay, that's what's breaking. Why isn't this hitting? If key equals enter. Console log. Let's clear that out and this out because we don't need to know the word yet. Refresh, tests, enter. All of those are false. Why? Letters guessed is here. It's an array. If letters guessed, I know we're pressing enter, but let's console log the length of that. Refresh, test. The length is staying 0 regardless of how many times we press that. Set letters guessed dot length. That's an if we console log letters guessed. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Is it even running that? It is. All right, what dumb thing am I missing right now? Because I'm like 90% sure I'm missing something dumb. Set letters guessed. Is that it? No, they're still empty. Let's... Nope, don't want VS Code, or VS. That can go away for now. All right, I need to finish this tomorrow. It's almost been 2 hours. I feel like we're at a decent-ish stopping point because we've got at least one row working. We're not checking the letters yet. What do we still need to do? Let's put that in index down at the bottom here. We need to, allow user to move on to next row. We also need to validate row input on enter, press, and 5 letters. What else we need to do? We need to display correct word on game over. No, we don't want to do that. I don't think Wordle does that. I think that's it, right? Because if they guess the 5 right letters, then they got it. It's just going to validate it and show it all as green, right? I guess we should probably display like a, if word is correct, show restart button, probably. But that's all we have left to do, I think. And then probably style a little bit better. But yeah, I'll wrap this up tomorrow morning probably if you come catch that. And then I'll splice these 2 streams together into a more not boring live stream version of this. So hit that subscribe button so you can stay notified when that comes out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.